guys, so I'm back and I am doing Vlogmas 19. So today's Vlogmas 19 and I'm pretty much just going to give you the update. So we went away this weekend. I know I'm behind, but we went away this weekend to my husband's family's Christmas. We did his mom's side of the family Saturday, and then we left Columbia and drove to Jackson and spent the night with his parents and did Christmas with them on Sunday. And, you know, it is what it is. I really didn't eat bad, but I didn't eat good. I ate what I wanted. I stopped when I got full. I didn't snack all day. Ed's mom's very health conscious, so we don't have crap at her house. But even at his family Christmas, I stayed away from the snack table. Oz found the M&Ms. I did feed him those. I did eat a couple sausage balls. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I had like 3 little brown things from the Chex Mix. Chex Mix is my favorite. I took a couple pieces of chocolate with me, and I've, eat one or two. I mean, I eat one here and there over the last several days, and I think I took like 3 pieces of chocolate. So, really did too bad. I did eat a piece of my cheesecake that I made for the Christmas thing. I made a homemade from scratch cheesecake, and it was delicious. But yeah, I tell you what is really super hurt me though. I am not getting any water in, like zero zilch. And it's always really difficult for me when I travel, just because I hate to stop and pee every 5 minutes. And when you're traveling with a small child, especially one who does not super duper love the car seat, you don't stop if he's asleep. You don't stop at all. You stop if he's screaming, but you don't stop if he's asleep. So, and we're just out of our element, and I just didn't get as much water in. So I am actually back up to 228, I think, which was hilarious because since I've been weighing myself every day, I was getting so tickled that was like a 1 or 2 pound gain, I think. But I am super happy to just be in the 220s, and I plan on staying there. I plan on just continuing to go down. And so Wednesday night we have Christmas with my mom's family. I guess I should save this part of the video. I guess I could make this day 19 and 20. Okay, that's what I'll do. So now it's day 20. Hello, how are you? It's day 20. I should have changed my shirt. So for my mom's, I'm just going to run across, I think I sorted this before, but I'm going to just do it real fast again. So for Christmas, for my mom's family's Christmas, I'm going to be making a pasta salad, because I have the stuff to make it, and meatballs, because I can eat the meatballs and so can Oz, and they'll be super yummy. I will also probably either take some kind of dessert. I made a lunch thing for my husband's Christmas party today, and I had thought that if he brought home the dessert, if it didn't get eat, I would just, with my mom's family, sometimes I just like put this huge spread together of things that we have been eating or baking, whatever we had left over. But he didn't. He left them there, which is fine, because I would eat them if they were here probably, or it would be harder not to eat them. So yeah, that is what I'm going to take. So I'm going to make some kind of dessert. I don't know what yet. And the pasta salad and the meatballs. So I'm going to try to eat meatballs. And my Aunt June for sure have beans, so I can eat beans. There'll be some other things that I will probably eat, but I'm going to try to focus on protein first. Okay, so I also had going back to day 19, over the weekend I had some wine. My in-laws, my mother-in-law drives me a little nutso, and I told my husband, by the way, they are very anti-alcohol, anything, and I told my husband that if I was going to survive the weekend, I was going to have wine. So I was totally sneaking those little mini bottles of wine, sneaking some sip of that. Yeah, because that's super awesome. So that's another reason why I'm up, and I also had some wine last night when we got back. And I tell you what, so I'm not a big drinker. I never have been. We just aren't drinkers. Just never have been. I've done some other things in my past that I'm not proud of, but drinking was not one of the things I really did that often. I'm not saying I never drank, but I just, in general, wasn't a big drinker. And I will say that post-weight loss surgery, I have drank more than I ever have. And I still don't drink a lot. And, you know, a glass of wine here or there is no big deal. In my mind, and I don't think it's a big deal at all. I know that it's a big deal for weight. I think that it can cause someone else to stumble if they see you having a glass of wine. But I would tell anybody that I have a glass of wine. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed about that. But there has been a couple times where I found myself wanting to drink more or using alcohol in ways I probably shouldn't have. And it's just so odd because it's totally not me, and it's out of my, and I did hide that for a while. Even from you guys, I was embarrassed about it, and I definitely put on a front about the problem that I was sort of having with alcohol. Right before we got pregnant with Oz, I drank quite a bit on the cruise that we went on, and I just started kind of going on a downward spiral there. So it's really basically when it started, and I was not drinking wine then, and I was not drinking wine just to have a relaxing glass of wine or because I enjoyed just at least one glass of wine. I was drinking harder things than that, and I continued to drink. So it is a very, very good thing I got pregnant. Of course, that was a very down and dark time for me, and that's no excuse, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I should have made this a 3-day video because that's a huge scoop about my life that you didn't know. I think I did reach out to one person in the weight loss surgery community, and because they had made a similar video, and I basically said, I'm living this lie. I couldn't come forward about it. But anyways, I am not drinking like that now. I physically just have a glass of wine, sometimes 2. It's still too much, and it definitely shows on the scale, for sure, and I know that. And so, while I am trying to super lose weight, I just need to stay away from alcohol completely, or wine, because that's all I'm having. Okay, so now that's off my chest. So, that will be Wednesday night. It would have been my mom's birthday, so we always get together on the 23rd. The 24th, I'm going to make pinto beans because that's what my grandmother always made, and I can actually make them really well. So I'm going to make pinto beans, and we got potatoes from Ed's mom for Christmas. So I'm also going to make stewed potatoes, and I will also bring a dessert. I will either bring what we don't eat the night before, or I will make something new. I don't know what that will be yet. And I may actually do fruit because Oz really likes fruit. And I know for sure if nothing else, there'll be something there he can eat. And I don't know that he'll eat the beans because I was trying to bring stuff I knew he would eat. And potatoes are hit or miss. So, and then Christmas Day, we will have breakfast with my family, my mom and my dad and my brother and his wife. And my mom will do omelets, and there will be biscuits and gravy. Which I'm going to try not to eat, or if I do, eat half a biscuit. My sister-in-law will do cream cheese sausage casserole. I'm sure I will eat a few bites of that, if not a whole piece. And I'm going to make monkey bread. I started that a couple years ago, and that's one of my brother's favorites, so I just make it every year. And I do eat a piece or two. I try not to eat a lot. But I have to be careful because I will just kind of stand around and eat. Then Christmas Day, probably around lunchtime, we'll go to Brianna's house and be with the kids and see what they got for Christmas. And her mother-in-law comes, and they kind of have a brunch type deal. And I may not eat initially, but I eventually will probably eat the course of time being there. So, and I was with her tonight when she bought food for that, and I know she's going to have meat and cheese, so I'm good there. And there'll be a few other things. I think she's going to make some of those little ham sandwich things, and yeah. So yeah, that's basically what my holiday is going to consist of. There may be a glass of wine in there. There may be some extra snacks I have not planned on, but at this point, that's the plan that I am having. you know, I want to stick to plan as much as possible, but at the same time, I'm trying to be realistic. And Christmas comes once a year, and I know that I am not trying to make excuses for the way that I eat or the things that I've done that have not been good or healthy. But it just is what it is. So, yeah. Okay. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.